What is up, guys, and welcome back to Electrix Moto. Today we are in sunny Anaheim, California for the 2026 AIM Expo, where we're going to be able to see all of the brand new electric dirt bikes coming to the scene this year. All right, so here's the plan. For the next 3 days, we're gonna walk the halls of the Anaheim Convention Center and we're gonna check out all the new electric dirt bikes. We're gonna try to compile this all into one video so you can see what's new, what's hot, and what's soon to come for the 2026 ride season. All right, so the first stop, we are here at the Ventus Re-Road Arctic Leopard booth here at the AIM Expo. And today, what I want to do with this stuff, there's a lot going on. We got batteries, motors, controllers. We have new braking systems for 2026. And we also have a new little bike that I want to talk about real quick too while we're at the booth. Okay, so some of this stuff is unreleased. You're not going to be able to find it yet, but we want to talk about it because we think it's important for the market as it grows. This battery is the Pegasus battery from VTB. This is a 75 peak kilowatt output, 800 amp battery. This is for the Ultra B specifically. Next to it, you are paired with the Ryuga motor and the new Pro Atos controller. So this Pegasus battery will be a game changer for those of us who want to go long range and also have the available power output that we're looking for on these lightweight E-Motos. All right, same booth, just a different section, the formula stuff. A lot of the stuff you may have seen, but there are some stuff that's brand new that's just coming to market that you haven't. And the most important one is the brakes, and that's what I want to talk about first. These are the E-Moto brakes that everyone knows and loves. If you have an E-Moto, you have probably heard of these or put these on your bike already. They're the ones that we sell on our site. But what's coming is the new updated braking system. This is the EB9. The ultimate stopping power is what they proclaim. But if you look at the two together, you can see the difference in size, which means this is going to be much more comparable to an Ultra B brake, where these are going to be for the lightweight E-Motos that I would say up to 15, 16 kilowatts, and these are going to be for anything above. If you're looking for the best brake system available, these are all made in Italy by Formula. You have a very similar master cylinder and lever system, but these calipers and this steel braided brake line make all the difference in the world when it comes to stopping, and we're super excited to actually have these come out, get them in the shop, and put some testing time on them. Tech suspension, this is Formula as well. This is what we're running on our Shop SR race bike. This has been incredible paired with the Cirrus CMX forks from Cirrus. Now, what's really cool about this product specifically is you have CTS technology, which, let's basically break this down. You have compression tuning that you can do on this shock at home. So depending upon your adjustments, depending upon how soft or firm or your weight rating, you can make the changes to this by just changing these out, and now you have a more firm valving or a softer valving set up in your shock. And this can be done in your garage. You don't need any special tools. This is the stuff that's going to change the E-Moto market because it's going to make all of the different suspension adjustments achievable for everybody, no matter your skill level. This might be a little bit contentious. We have the Arflosia Ultra B fork. This is yet to be released. This is one of the first prototypes that's actually made it into the United States, so it's undergoing testing. But the triple clamp is a fully billet triple clamp, something you would see that's similar to X-Trig. If you come from the real moto market, then you know X-Trig is pretty much the best triple clamp that you can put on a gas bike. Now, you're looking at the same or similar diameter to the Cirrus forks. Now, how they ride and how they will hold up to serious terrain over long distances, obviously I don't know, but it's awesome to see other companies that have a good reputation getting into a market that has been thriving for a while. Obviously, if you got a pair of brand new forks, you're going to need to pair that with a better shock. I do not have much information about the Arflosia Ultra B shock, except that I can see it, it's alive, and it's real. And I think that's what's important, is because we're going to have more options for these bikes. We will be testing them. We have a set that's coming to us. We just haven't gotten it yet, but it's good to see this real live in action for those people who may not want to spend $3,500 on a set of Cirrus. Obviously, we believe Cirrus is the best, but to have another comparable option on the market at a cheaper price point may make sense for you, it may not, and as we test, we will be sure to tell you everything that we have and all the information that we know. This is the Arctic Leopard XF. This is a 12 kilowatt, 127 pound electric dirt bike, 14-inch rear, 17-inch front, completely redesigned cockpit, new seat. There is a lot to come on this bike. We are actually taking this specific bike with us when we leave, so we will be doing a whole review on the bike, how it rides, how it performs, and what you can expect out of Arctic Leopard for 2026. So one of the most anticipated bikes of 2026 is the Bonnell 805 and the Bonnell 902. The Bonnell 805 is what's sitting next to me. I have really no real life information, so I brought this straggler along, Max Beaupre, to give us a little bit of insight about what this bike rides like and what you can expect if this is on your radar for 2026.
Max Beaupre here with Bonnell Factory Racing, and I'm here with the brand new Bonnell 805 E-Moto. There's a bunch of engineering that's gone into this bike, like compared to my Ultra B, it just blows it out of the water. Comes stock 1821 wheels, really nice high quality brakes, and it's 56 horsepower.
Thunder McAfee with Bonell. We got the key here. We're gonna run through the battery swap. We're not gonna actually swap the battery, but you can see the features. That out, all right. So we pop the seat off here. Wire system here, so you press down there, squeeze those in, and that's gonna release the battery. So it's that system. Then you're gonna pop your connection out with the battery. The race battery is 4.7, the core, which is stock, is 3.9.
All right, so now we're at the 902. The 805 is over there. This is the big daddy of the Bonnell lineup. This is very Stark Vargish, except it's not 80 horsepower, it's 87. This is for the 450 Stark Varg riders who want to get more range out of their bike, who are looking for more in terms of componentry and at a cheaper price point. There's nothing that can compete with this bike on the market. Granted, this bike has not been unveiled. We have not ridden it, so I can't give you my true opinion, but I trust what Max has to say about how these bikes perform, because he's much better than pretty much anybody that I've seen on a motorcycle. So the 902 and the 805, Bonnell, is coming out of the gate for 2026. This is probably the company that you're going to be wanting to pay attention to, because there's not much else that can compete in this category.
Hey guys, Travis with Tork USA. Here we have our new Tork Pro Sport, and we're going to be introducing this bike for our 26 model. This is a 16.8 kilowatt on a gear reduction. We are on 72 volt, 45 amp power, and we are currently running a light E-Moto frame. And this bike is here to take over the light E-Moto market. We have a little bit wider swing arm than everybody else, so now you can run a little bit wider tire in the rear. We're on gear reduction here on the motor, and we have the nice full seat that everybody is looking for. And here we have the Tork Pro Sport, but this is our race edition. This is the first Cirrus light E-Moto rear shock. That goes in line with their CMX 775 forks and triples. So now we can work with Cirrus and have a completely balanced bike. And this bike is set up specifically for racing, sponsored with Warp 9. They've made us a bunch of custom parts for this, and you know, these bikes are doing really well at the races.
So the final stop today, we couldn't go through AIM Expo and not stop at Cirrus, because they have some very special stuff that they just came out with, the CMX for all the small frame E-Motos. But what they have just released, and that should be on the market very soon for you to test or purchase, whatever you want to do, is the R38 shock. This will be the light E-Moto shock that works for all the small frame bikes. And quite honestly, there is nothing on the market that is going to have the ability to compete with this shock once it becomes available. But what I'm going to do, as opposed to trying to ramble about specs that I don't fully understand, I'm going to pass you off to the Cirrus expert so he can give you some product information to make this a little bit more digestible.
So I'm Kent Persson, I work at Cirrus. I'm one of the engineers behind Cirrus Suspension, and I quickly wanted to show you what we got here of our new products that we're showing at AIM. So we got the R38, and what we did was we took our current R46 and just made it smaller and lighter. So what we have now is a scaled down moto shock for the smaller bikes. So this will take all the good stuff we had on the R46, just make it smaller, lighter, and now you can fit these to the smaller bikes that are at the size smaller than the Ultra B. And another cool thing we got here is the R46 with the 2SC, and that's the two-way adjust compression. So now we have a low-speed adjuster and a high-speed adjuster. The really nice thing about this one is it's a truly high-speed adjuster. It will only kick in when you need that help. Like you brace yourself, this is gonna be a hard hit, and that wasn't that bad. So it just saves you when you need that extra support from the shock. Over here, this is our race spec F43, so same fork as we had on our Ultra Bs, but we turn it into a Kashima race spec. So now you got a full-on race spec, you got tool-free adjusters, you got the Kashima low friction bodies, the hardware, titanium, saves some weight, and this one is a 260 travel for the Ultra B race spec.
All right, guys, that wraps it up for day one of the AIM Expo for 2026 here in Anaheim. If there's any information that we didn't get to or stuff that you wanted to talk about specifically, either give the shop a call, leave a comment down below, and we'll see you guys on the next one.